Sir, thank you. Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
It's the JR Show from Studio 99 at the American General Media Complex. On air at
My hair's too big.
96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Online at KernRadio.com.
My headphones don't fit.
Here is your host, JR.
Top of the day to you. This is the JR Show. I am your host, JR Flores. You're listening to Kern Radio. Check us out online at kernradio.com. You can download the Kern Radio app to your smart device and take us on all of your holiday vacations. Plus, streaming live on YouTube right now. Head over to YouTube, search up Kern Radio, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and come along with us on the ride every single day. And there's more ways to connect. You can go to social media, Facebook, Instagram, X, just search Kern Radio. I am also out there, JR Flores, or why not JR? We got a great show for you lined up today. It is Christmas season. I've even decorated. If you're on the YouTube, you can watch. Chris, did you see the Christmas decorations I put up behind me? I'm getting in the spirit. No?
Oh, I see the festivity.
I'm trying.
I see the effort.
I'm trying. I tried last night.
This is fine. This just opens the door for me to be able to play Christmas music. So
Bring it.
I told Ralph he gets to the 10th, but you're already getting in it. So I'm playing.
Play it. I put up the decorations. Sweet. I went to the Christmas parade last night. I went kicking and screaming, by the way, just so you guys know. By the time, if you have an 8-year-old child that's a girl, and Randy knows this, and he's standing in there, at some point, your relationship with your daughter becomes you just want to strangle her every time it's time to get ready. Every time. Every single time. And she can have all the clothes hanging in her closet. It doesn't matter. She still has nothing to. Not only does she have nothing to wear, if I even tell her she wants to wear a white sweater, right? Because she wants to match her friend. Because they want to be matching at the parade. This is the rest of my life, folks. I tell her, sweetheart, you have a white sweater. But not that white sweater, Dad. It's not that. So I take her to the store because I'm the good dad, right? Let's try to get her a white sweater and her friend a white sweater. And we find something, but those are cream. Those aren't white. My frustration begins to grow. I'm trying to figure this out. And also at the same time, they want to wear jeans. At which point I tell her, hey, check it out. You don't have any jeans at my house. I know I just bought you a pair of jeans 2 weeks ago, but all the jeans you have are at your mom's house. She didn't want to believe me. And so we get back to the house. After finding a white sweater, after visiting 2 stores, after explaining to her, hey, I kind of want to get down there early, get a parking, get a spot. Doesn't matter. This is the rest of my life. So we get back to the house and she doesn't have jeans. And then we got to figure that part out. I got to take her to her mom's house. And then by the time I get downtown, it's 5 o'clock and traffic is a mess because not only do you have 5 o'clock traffic, but now you have everybody going downtown to try to get to the parade. There's roads closed. Do you know how long I had to drive around looking for parking? Parking downtown is terrible anyways. It's great. We've done such wonderful things to downtown. Yeah, but there is nowhere to park. Especially when there's a parade and half the city is converging upon downtown.
By wonderful things.
Yes.
What do they mean?
What do you mean?
It seems like downtown has either stayed stagnant in what it is or gotten worse.
Oh, you
I
mean
don't see
the
anything
great
that's gotten
things?
better.
Yeah, I was being as my daughter would say, Chris. My dad was being sarcastic.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Trying to make sure. I was like, I caught that, and I was like, but wait, hold on.
He was just being sarcastic. No. So we make it down there, and there's nowhere to park. I have to park almost because I didn't want to go up 24th Street because I've been up 24th with Ralph in the past, trying to get downtown. It's a mess. So I went up California, cut across L, and then I couldn't get to the other side of 24th because all that was closed off. And so once you're on one side, you have to try to find parking on that side. I almost parked in the Kern County parking building by the arena. I said, screw it. And then we get there, and I'm like, I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm supposed to be going to the Christmas parade with Joy, and I'm over it because I'm Scrooge, right? Of course. But it was a nice parade, I guess. Once we got to where we needed to be and walked 5 city blocks in the cold, and it only got colder. And just like my same, I guess, complaint with the Megyn Kelly show, it was just too long. I kept going, is Santa? Is Santa next? Santa going to come by yet? Not only that, I'm sorry, I'm just going to tear the parade apart. The only thing that worse could have happened is the DUI driver, but thank God that didn't happen again. Too many Grinch themes. No knock on anybody, but
it does get overplayed.
Oh my goodness! At one point, because
we all love the Grinch, but
we love him. But every other float had something to do. By the time we were probably 15 floats in, and again we were with my daughter's friend, and her friend's sister turns and goes, "Does everything have to be the Grinch?"
You know who's to blame for this?
Who's that?
Universal Studios.
Are they?
When they brought their Grinch theme to the park,
I guess.
And we got all those videos of the funny people in the Grinch and like having those viral moments with people. Now everybody thinks they can just jump on the bandwagon as soon as they put on a Grinch costume.
And they're the Grinch. And every other float had it. And then we started going, well, why can't we just pick other Christmas themed characters? There's got to be a few. Go ahead, Chris. Name them.
Jack Frost, maybe.
That's what we were like. Snowman.
Frosty.
Rudolph.
Charlie Brown and company.
Yeah. And then we were like, yeah, that's why everybody's the Grinch. Because that's all there is.
I can name a couple. I mean,
and they don't let you do Santa.
Elf?
They don't let you do Santa.
Oh.
The only Santa is reserved for the very, very end. We don't want to confuse the kids, Chris. God forbid that we have people thinking that Santa isn't real. God forbid. And you know what? As I continue my rant, and then I'll stop and say how wonderful the parade was. I think only one scene of Jesus. What the faith? Okay. What?
Christmas has kind of become more of a pagan holiday now. We don't really see this
as
a religious holiday.
Tell him, Chris.
Because remember, we all know that Jesus wasn't actually born on December 25th.
Tell him, Chris. Bah humbug. Come with me.
I'm just saying.
Come with me now.
We all know.
Come with me now. Who's coming with me?
It was a great story when I was growing up, but it swiftly got proven otherwise by science.
Chris has jumped on the bandwagon, ladies and gentlemen.
No, don't get me wrong.
We should not be celebrating Christmas. Christopher Burdick has just jumped on the bandwagon, and we are not celebrating. I'm taking it down.
I love Christmas.
Take it down, Chris.
Oh, I don't care. You can take it down. I'm still playing the music.
Chris said,
Christmas
we're taking it down.
We're
taking it down.
I love Christmas.
Chris said we're not celebrating Christmas. I got him. Finally.
I'm more just saying, like, don't expect to see Jesus in the manger anymore because it's not really what Christmas is.
But that's what is Christmas.
No,
that is what Christmas is supposed to be about.
I argue Christmas is supposed to be about
Not the Grinch. Not the Grinch. fine. It was a beautiful parade. They had plenty of vendors. I brought my own hot chocolate. It was a good time. They had snow bubble machines, KGET's production was great. I was standing right next to them. Good job to Erica and Tammy, and Elena was on the screen. I got to watch. It was like I sat at home, but was at the parade because I got to watch the parade in front of me and watch their broadcast at the same time. So it was a double whammy. If you've never been to the parade, get out there. It's a great time. You missed a great one. That you did. We'll get to a break. On the other side, we'll talk. Oh, it's become one of my favorite, I guess, least favorite court cases. Miss Madison Williams. I know yesterday we talked about how her sentencing has been delayed to December 12th. 12th? Yeah, I think that's next Friday. Because the judge is thinking about giving her probation. Well, court documents from a previous DUI, because yes, that her crashing into a house wasn't her first, as we are all too familiar with those in Bakersfield that like to drink and drive. It's not your first or my last. New court documents from a previous DUI just shows the character of Miss Williams. I'll explain after the break. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. We'll be right back.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. The Ralph Bailey Show, weekdays from 3 till 6 p.m.
Chris isn't celebrating Christmas.
The judge is going to throw out any of the evidence the cops acquired on Luigi Mangione.
Did you guys hear that? Chris is not celebrating Christmas. I got him to admit that Christmas should not be celebrated. We should not be celebrating. Chris, with me. Girl dads are the best. We try to make it work as much as we can. I swear. I try to make it. I do. And my patience, and I have patience and patience and patience and patience. And I pray for patience and all of it. But man, once they get older, Sergio, we start to lose them. I don't understand the Grinch phenomenon. I don't either. Also, Santa is not God, and God is not Santa. Also, that drunken raccoon. A raccoon gets drunk and passed out on the bathroom floor, and it's funny. But when I do it, all of a sudden, yes. My hat, and see, Aquamarine, that goes to show you that I am a diehard Raider fan. I knew we didn't have a chance to make the playoffs after the second game of the season. Chris and I went to the Chargers game, the first Chargers game on Monday night in Las Vegas, and we got our butts kicked. And I looked at him and I said, "The season is over. It's over. We're not a good team." And this week, I guess mathematically, we were eliminated from playoff contention. Like I said, I knew since game 2. But with that, I am still wearing my beanie, my Raider beanie, all week, and that's part of the problem. That's part of the problem. I don't know what platform I was on, and I saw somebody discussing the Raiders. He said the problem with the Raiders is the fans, because we are diehard, because we don't care win, lose, or die, Raider till I die, right? And so we'll buy the beanies, the jerseys, the hats. We'll show up at the games. We'll do all of those things no matter what. And so they don't have any incentive to be a good team. They don't have to be. I kind of believe that, and I kind of don't. The Raiders are a terrible team. Terrible.
Not again. This copier is always jamming.
We should call American Business Machines.
We call it Bob Marley. We call our printer Bob Marley around here because it'd be jamming. Oh, it's jamming. And I know you like jamming too. We jamming. I'll put up the deck. I'll put the decorations back. I don't even want to put up a tree this year, you guys. That's how bad it is.
Now, back to the JR Show.
You and your pagan Christmas carols. At least give me some Jesus music. Can I get some Mary Did You Know? Or what's the other one? There's a couple of them. Yeah, give me some, Pentatonics. Mary Did You Know? How come that's a Christmas song?
Because again, you guys tied Jesus.
Hold on, Chris. What's this you guys you got going on over here? I'm not Catholic. Well, technically, I do have my hedges, my bet there, because I was baptized as a Catholic as a baby, but that's only because I'm Hispanic, and all the Hispanics in Bakersfield will tell you that's automatic. No, but you guys, the Roman Catholic Church, I believe, did that.
Fair. Regardless who did it, everybody kept it going, and the song was about Mary having the baby and all that type of stuff.
It doesn't make sense to me at all.
You know what? Fine.
Christmas doesn't mean what Christmas used to mean. You're right, Chris. You're absolutely right. It's all about gifts and buying and sales, and it's not.
I argue that it's about being with your family.
Oh,
thankful and grateful, and sharing with each other the gifts that you could, to show how much you care for each other.
I don't need a gift to show somebody that I care.
You don't need it. Other people can do other things too. You don't have to get gifts. That's just the tradition.
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I'm not. Don't lump me with them guys. I'm not with them guys. Bah humbug. I put the decorations back up. If you're watching on YouTube. If you're not, you should be. Just search Kern Radio. Oh, goodness gracious. It's the case that keeps on giving, you guys. I've told you about the character of Madison Williams. If you don't know who Madison Williams is, I've only been talking about her for the last, it seems, year, and we've only been on for 10 months. So do the math on that one. She drove drunk twice back in 2022. Once, the last time, hopefully, that she drove drunk. I don't doubt it, but hopefully the last time she's been caught drinking and driving anyways was in September of 2022, where she ran through the stop sign, the dangerous intersection that her lawyer claims, and that's why it was the intersection's fault and the stop sign's fault and not the driver's fault, as she crashed into a house, caught it on fire, causing injuries to all the occupants. I've gone over it numerous times. Well, again, as we all know, like here in Bakersfield, it's never their first offense. Never. We're lucky if it's their second sometimes. You see, Miss Madison Williams was pulled over in June. Just June, July, count with me. July, August, September, 3 months. 3 months prior to crashing into the house. She got popped for a DUI. And boy, what went on that night back in June when she got popped. And this coming out the week that her trial was postponed yesterday because the judge is considering probation. She might be a candidate for probation. Prosecution is seeking 16 years. Well, let's explain why Miss Madison should not be eligible for probation. When questioned during her DUI stop in June, not the time she crashed into a house, but the 3 months before that, Miss Madison gave a few reasons why she should not have to be dealing with the officer and why he should not be taking her in and why he should not even try to arrest her. My girl. At one point, she told the officer Singh with the BPD, "Let's end this right now." How? The officer asks. Miss Williams responds, "Number one, I'm white, so let's stop." Mr. Singh, Officer Singh, says that has nothing to do with it. This all caught on body-worn camera. Williams at one point even offers Singh $15,000 why she wasn't charged with trying to bribe an officer. I have no idea. She also tells him she's really good friends with all of the judges and threatens to sue. Thankfully, Officer Singh didn't budge on any of those things. At this DUI stop, a breath test was given to Miss Williams. Her alcohol content was 0.19. Yes, that is twice the legal limit. But if you ask her attorney, at least in the September case where she crashed into a house and had the same blood alcohol content level, she wasn't that drunk at the time, you see, because her blood sample was taken 2 hours later, which means she was really drunk 2 hours after the crash. At the time, she wasn't that drunk. So either she was literally drinking while she was driving, or she pounded those drinks right before she got into the vehicle. Miss Williams knows these things because she said those same exact things that her lawyer tried to use in the September case. She says to the cop when she got pulled over months earlier in June. My girl. She is something else. We got to get to a break, but I'll continue to tell you what she told officers or Officer Singh in June and why this new information from that DUI should make her very ineligible for probation when concerning her September DUI. And the district attorney is getting money to help fight DUIs. Oh, you know how I love the district attorney's office. Stay tuned for that. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. We'll be back.
Washington. The Supreme Court has agreed to take up the constitutionality of President Trump's order on birthright citizenship. The president's order says children born to parents who are in the United States illegally or temporarily aren't American citizens. The justices said Friday they'll hear Trump's appeal of a lower court ruling that struck down the citizenship restrictions. California Congressman Darrell Issa tells the Associated Press he isn't moving to Texas to run for Congress. He said he briefly considered it at the urging of Texas colleagues amid a redistricting scramble. Now he's urging fellow California Republicans in tough new districts to stay put. On Wall Street, the Dow up by 104 points, the Nasdaq rose 73, the S&P advanced 13. More details at SRN News.
From the KERN Newsroom, your live and local news update on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
Liam is a true public servant, say his colleagues. The police dog sniffed out 51 pounds of meth hidden in a car that was pulled over about 7:30 last night on Ming Avenue. They arrested 34-year-old Jorge Alonso, a man who admitted to police that he had had 18 beers and some meth the day before he crashed into a van going 60 at the intersection of Wallace Road and Cecil Avenue, killing his front seat passenger and injuring everybody else. Will be going to prison for 4 years. 36-year-old Fidel Habana Vargas got that sentence Thursday for the wreck that happened May 7th. Toys for Tots is asking for your help. They are short many thousands of toys so far this Christmas and need donations. They say they'd be willing to come by and pick them up. I'm Chris Davis in the KERN Newsroom with news every half hour and when it breaks on FM 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
The annual enrollment period for Medicare is here. That means that it is time for you to select your Medicare plan for 2026. This annual enrollment period, choose a name you already trust. Select Kern Family Healthcare Medicare, D-SNP, a new option for people who have both Medicare and Medi-Cal. For over 29 years, Kern Family Healthcare has been a trusted name in Medi-Cal. Now, we're here to support your Medicare journey too. Call 1-866-661-3767. Again, that's 1-866-661-3767. Or visit www.kernfamilyhealthcare.com/Medicare to learn more and enroll. Start your Medicare journey with local care you trust. Choose Kern Family Healthcare. Kern Family Healthcare Medicare is an HMO D-SNP plan with a Medicare contract and a contract with the California Medicaid program. Enrollment in Kern Family Healthcare Medicare HMO D-SNP depends on contract renewal.
Coming up on the Monday edition of the Clay Travis and Buck Sexton Show, updates from the D.C. pipe bomber case. We'll give you all the latest on the details there and also how it is changing some of the media narrative around January 6th. We'll discuss as well the Trump administration's efforts to enforce immigration, ICE raids in major American cities continuing through the end of the year. We'll get into that coming up on Clay and Buck.
Live 9 to noon. News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. The Armstrong and Getty Show. Weekdays noon to 2 on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Now, back to the JR Show.
Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. That's pretty good, huh? Come on. You don't even know that wasn't me.
Yeah, see, these don't get as like.
See, I could hit that. I got boom, Chris.
It's true.
Boom. Let's start a cappella. We can do Christmas caroling. Oh, I got to get, what's her name? Alex from the Giving Machines. Remember? She does Christmas caroling.
Oh, that's right.
I need to get a hold of her.
I forgot about that.
I'll be the bass in her a cappella group doing Christmas carols. I'm all over it.
You're not gonna like my last song.
I don't like any of your songs, so I don't think I didn't like the first one.
Oh, come on.
I did. I'm sorry.
Paul McCartney?
Oh, good. You can play. What's his name? John Lennon. Speaking of the Beatles, he has it's Christmas time.
Yes.
That's a good one too.
Well, no, Christmas Time was the one I played, but he's got the one with Yoko.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Man, welcome back. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. We've been talking about Madison Williams. She's been on trial recently for crashing into a house. She was drunk. And I don't even have to say allegedly anymore because she was found guilty of that. So I don't think I have to say allegedly about that one anymore. We're learning more about a previous DUI in June before that, just 3 months, and some of the things that she said with the interaction of the Bakersfield police officer in that DUI. We've learned that she told him, yeah, we can stop this right now. And he said, why? And she said, well, because I'm white. She offered apparently him 15 grand at one point, said that she is really good friends with all of the judges and threatened to sue. I told you she was 0.19 for that one. She refused further tests after she took her breathalyzer and found out she was twice the legal limit. At which point, Officer Singh told her, well, I can just get a warrant to draw your blood, so it really doesn't matter. And that he's going to book her. And then she says, quote, now you're just trying to have power. That's ridiculous. She goes on to say, quote, that's all right. Thank God I'm white. That's hilarious. End quote. To which I say, what the faith does that even mean? Thank God I'm white. Miss Williams, who is 29, was booked into jail and charged with 2 counts of misdemeanor DUI. But like we said, 3 months later, it didn't matter. She didn't learn her lesson. Crashed into the house with her Mercedes. Court documents from the June arrest are just, I mean, she doesn't stop. There's 47-page transcript. And it started when the officer made contact to the point where he reads the Watson advisal. And for those that don't know what that is, it is to warn motorists being arrested for suspicion of DUI that they could face charges up to murder if they drive drunk and someone dies as a result. Meaning, Miss Williams knew when she got in the car after consuming alcohol, no matter what her blood content level at that point was, whether at the time of the accident or 2 hours later when they drew her blood, knew she wasn't supposed to be getting into a vehicle well intoxicated because 3 months earlier she was told that. At one point during the June arrest, she tells the officer, this is exhausting. I'm sorry, do you have somewhere to go, Miss Williams? Is there somewhere you need to be? Seeing at the point when he was telling her she was going to get a warrant, she asked him, how do I get out of this? To which the officer replied, unfortunately, ma'am, you cannot. Didn't stop her from arguing. Tries to say that he can't get a warrant. Also tells him that even if you get a warrant, by the time a judge signs it, and oh, by the way, a judge isn't going to sign it, and this is me paraphrasing, but I can read you the quotes. Tells the officer, even if you get a judge to sign it, but they won't at this time of night because I know all of the judges, they're not going to sign it for you. And even if you do happen to find one, by the time you pull my blood 2 hours from now, there ain't going to be nothing left. There'll be no more alcohol in my system. Funny because just 3 months later and now 3 years later, her attorney tried to argue that reversal and say, well, it's actually the opposite this time. She turned to the officer and said, then get an effing warrant, babe. To which the officer said, I will, ma'am. Don't worry. And then she says, there you go. Quote, by the time you get a warrant, there'll be nothing, okay? There already is nothing. When told that she could spend up to 8 to 10 hours in jail, she tries to make a deal and offered him $15,000, to which he declined. He told her, you're going to need that money to fight this DUI. Good for the officer. She asked for a ride to her mom's house, and the cop was like, do you want me to lose my job? And she says, I will effing pay for your job, Williams said. Quote, I make way more than that. She bragged about her wealth. And when he asked about her work, she says, quote, I own like half of Bakersfield. No judge will approve a warrant to draw my blood at night. And if they do, I will effing sue their asses and you. And you will effing owe a lot of money, end quote. She also goes on to say, I donate thousands of dollars. You are so much better than that. Why would you want to do that? Do you just don't give a S? F this. Whatever you are, you're a, and I'm sorry I have to keep saying F, but, or bleep, you're a bleeping boomer. The mouth on this woman. After all that, she still had the audacity to say, can you just take me to my mom's? I'll give you my $600 bracelet. And then she goes back to arguing about how her blood content isn't going to be as high when she gets the blood pulled. She knows that if she just delays long enough, that the alcohol inside of her system will go away. Quote, honey, by the time you get a warrant, like, though, there's no way that my BAC is going to be over 0.08. So you can stop. There's absolutely no way. It's not going to happen. My best friends are lawyers, so you can undo this and we can stop. I will give you someone to actually arrest if that makes a difference. What, I don't even know what she means by that. I'll give you someone to arrest.
She about to rat. That's
What she's offered $15,000. She's offered $600 bracelet. She's now I'll give you some, and I hate to assume she means some Hispanic or some black person, because thank God she's white. She adds, there's no way a judge is going to approve it right now. There's just no way, especially because I'm really good friends with all of the judges, which is, if that statement is true, and Twisselman II, Judge Twisselman, who's on the September case, gives her probation, that better be looked into. They ended up getting the warrant and drawing her blood, which at one point she again referenced her race and said, thank God I'm white. And then demanded to know which judge gave her the warrant, which judge signed off on it. Tells him, you're acting like an idiot. And probably the most insightful into Miss Williams, she says, quote, I literally am the most spoiled brat that you have ever met in your life. Yes, Miss Williams, you probably are. I hope they lock you up for a very long time. You didn't learn your lesson in June, obviously, when you tried to buy your way out of a DUI, bribe, I should say, your way out of a DUI. Nor did you learn your lesson in September when I heard from the CHP officer, all you cared about was your Mercedes inside of the house. How are we going to get that out of there? When told that you injured people, I heard you say, it's fine, I can take care of them. I have enough money to take care of them. Miss Williams, you are special, but not the kind of special that you think you are. I hope you go to jail for a very long time. I don't say this about a lot of people, and I'll end up praying for Miss Williams. But you are not a good person. You are just not a good person. 661-842-5376. 661-842-KERN. You said we have someone on the line. Are they still there, Chris?
No, they just hung up.
Who was it? Josh?
Josh was his name. He had some firsthand experience in this. He just wanted to echo what you think that this person might be getting off after all this.
Oh, yeah. If the judge already said, she's a candidate for probation, you have to map out how that would work and come back to me in a week. That's basically what he said. Speaking of, it's Friday, and I got to remember, we got to go into the weekend light, Chris. So after this break, you got to remind me to do the fun, happy viral stories, okay? Then the Kern County District Attorney's Office made a little announcement today, or that said they have received an $885,000 grant funding from the California Office of Traffic Safety to combat impaired driving. The grant aims to fund a specialized prosecution team to handle impaired driving cases caused by alcohol or drugs. Through these funds, prosecutors and investigators will receive special training throughout California, according to officials. According to the DA's office, there were over 3,500 DUI cases, including over 200 involving drugs and nearly 130 with both alcohol and drugs, filed for the fiscal year of 2025. 3,500 cases. The team created through the grant will be able to team up with the other agencies to handle DUI cases and be able to prosecute felony DUI cases with additional resources, according to the officials. The grant program is set to run through September of 2026, which I was like, okay, thank you. Yes. Much needed. Maybe they gave us this grant because of all these DUI cases. We seem to have a lot of them lately. And then it goes on to say that this is the 14th year the district attorney has received this grant. What have you been doing with this money? Because for 14 years, you've apparently been getting something to fix the problem, and you haven't. Remind me to end on a happy story, Chris. "14 years you've been getting money to combat DUIs, and this one's supposed to make a difference. Explain to me how. When you've been apparently getting the training." I'm going to do a lap. I'm going to calm down. We're going to kumbaya. We're going to put on some Christmas carols, go into the weekend, have a nice little time.
I did switch up the song.
Thank you. It's the JR Show. It's Christmas season. Bah humbug. It's Kern Radio. What?
I was saying, they'll be making their appearance eventually. That's all I got to say.
It is Christmas season. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. We'll be right back.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
Monday's Armstrong and Getty Show will check in on the Christmas shopping season to see how the economy.
Am I wrong, guys? Am I wrong? I have been a Raiders fan since 6th grade, and you never took off the jacket. I had to take off the jacket in junior high because at Kern Junior High back in the 90s, they didn't let us wear Raiders gear because they considered it to be gang attire, and we weren't allowed to wear the Raiders or the Kings in junior high. So I had to take the jacket off in junior high. Been rough as a Giants fan since Eli. Oh, well. And Eli was a fluke. Come on, Chris. Yes, even twice. A fluke can happen twice, Chris. Come on. That's the Patriots. Chris, this woman does not live in reality. No, she does not. She does not live. And that's the problem, is they live in this alternate reality where nothing matters. It's the classic. She is a spoiled, and she probably never had to deal with any consequences in her life ever. And now that she's finally going to face them, she's going to get off again. And, oh my gosh. And then the DA, oh yeah, we're getting $885,000. What's going to help him? Don't patronize. Don't pretend. Don't pitch it as you guys are going to do something, or you're going to try to do something, or this is going to make a difference, when I come to find that you've been getting this grant for 14 years and the problem is only getting worse. Because then what's the problem? Cynthia's going to run back and tell me that, well, I can't prosecute him because we can't lock him up, and then it's all about jail bids again. The level of frustration that I have with crime in this community frustrates me to no end. To no end. Didn't get to that. Look at that. Pelosi and Green retirements. Did you guys see this story? With all the congressional people not seeking re-election next year, that the annual pension benefits that cost taxpayers $38 million per year to pay out to congressional. What? Six-figure sum Pelosi will receive after serving nearly 40 years in Congress. She's going to get 6 figures for a freaking pension. She's a millionaire. Why does she need a... They calculated under the Federal Employees Retirement System benefit formula for members of Congress at age 62, Marjorie Taylor Greene will start collecting her $8,717 per year pension, with the expert noted. Based on actual data, Greene's total pension payouts could amount to more than $265,000 over her lifetime. My gosh. Is that Michael? Is that Michael? Is that Michael? Welcome back. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. Check us out online at kernradio.com. Download the Kern Radio app. It's Christmas season here at Kern Radio, so enjoy. We put our trees up. I even put decorations in the studio now. Chris is playing nothing but Christmas music to try and convince me and get me in the spirit of Christmas. Bah humbug. 661-842-5376. 661-842-KERN. I was going to read this pension story, but we have to end on something nice. But I just wanted to throw it out there that taxpayers pay $38 million a year in congressional pensions. Nancy Pelosi is going to get a 6-figure a year pension when she retires from Congress. That's crazy. The woman is a millionaire. Why does she need a 6-figure pension on top of that? Just out of control. 661-842-KRN, 661-842-5376. Do we have any text messages, sir, before we get out of here? What do you got? To Madison Williams? I don't think she knows how. Obviously. You think she would have learned her lesson. You think. And that's why, and I know that even if they would have put what is it, the breathalyzer on her car so she can't start it without breathing into it. Those are so easy to get by. I know so many people that have just been like, hey, can you blow on this for me? Not to me personally, but I've heard those kinds of stories. And if you do that for somebody, you're just as culpable and should be held just as guilty in court if something were to happen. 661-842-KRN. What else?
Shameful Andre was using the parade to campaign. Political ads in the parade.
Yeah, Mr. Gonzalez was in his corduroy green suit like he is every Christmas year. It's the same green suit every single year, and then he gets the low riders because he thinks that gives him some kind of street cred. Okay, Andre. Mr. Wannabe Assemblyman. Speaking of Andre Gonzalez and that assembly, what? Your face says something. Oh, boy. For next week? Oh, okay. Oh, goodness gracious. I love you guys. Give all your ideas to Chris. I'm all for him. Don't tell me, surprise me, okay? Speaking of Andre Gonzalez and his bid to become the Assembly District 35 representative, Sol Ayan, he is the mayor of McFarland, announces that Senator Shannon Grove, Assembly Member Ali Macedo, and Assembly Member Stan Ellis, who is also stepping away, have endorsed him in his bid to become the Assembly member against Andre Gonzalez and also against Anna Palacio, who a lot of people don't hear about either, which is scary. I don't know. I mean, I guess we have a little bit more time before this campaign heats up more so into the next year, but Andre has definitely taken the lead in putting his name out there. He's shown up to just about everything in town, everywhere. So good for him. It just might be, and I've said this before, it just might be our way of getting rid of Andre Gonzalez from the city council. We just might want him to become an assemblyman. If he's in Sacramento, he's not in Bakersfield. And the Democrats already have a supermajority in Sacramento, so his vote doesn't really matter. I've said it before again, it's the perfect do-nothing job for Andre. He doesn't really even have to show up. He likes to show up because, you know, you got to have your picture taken. But besides that, his vote wouldn't count. Here on the city council, where he's one of 7, his vote counts. His vote counts very much. And if we can just get rid of him, and if this is the way, why not, JR? Why not? I know it sounds crazy, but Andre Gonzalez for Assembly. I said it. 661-842-KERN. Anything else before we get out of here for the day, sir? Oh, Madison? No. I mean, I can't imagine being married anyways, and that's going to get me in a lot of trouble. But no, and no. No, there's no amount of money that woman can pay me to have been married to her. Goodness gracious. All right, we got to get out of here for the day. It's about that time. It's a Friday, so enjoy the weekend. Be safe out there, you guys. It's busy out on the streets and busy out there in the marketplace with everybody doing their holiday shopping. So just be a little more patient, be a little more full of grace, and just try to love each other as we're all making our way around. I was going to say something else. There was another story. Oh, the Waymo, those cars, self-driving cars. Crazy. Have a good weekend. Got to make room for the Ralph Bailey Show. It's Friday. Rick Bentley stops by. This is the JR Show. Lily, Dad loves you. I'd rather drive with Madison Williams than getting a Waymo. Waymove.
News this hour from.
I turned that headphone up way too loud. All right, you guys have a good weekend. And